It was a Prague stalemate over in the Czech Republic, and to be honest, I don't even remember the last time we even drew a game 0-0. But here we are, drawing a game tonight 0-0. And you know what? This was definitely a game of two halves, or I say two halves, maybe two thirds and a third, because we were abysmal in that first half. Let's just talk about the first half first of all. We could have been about 8-0 down. And, Jack Butland stepped up, thought he was phenomenal, as he always is. Thought John Souttar was by far the best defender out the four. I mean, it wouldn't really be hard, but I felt like he was everywhere, but just far too slow we were in this game. CC and Lammers and Dessers up front, as I just let out a pish cough, those two up front, they're far too slow, man. They are far too slow. And I recently did a tier list ranking every single player that we've signed this summer. I put Dessers in simply the worst. I just do not see how that changes. And I've seen some people say, oh, fuck Michael Beale. He made me hate Cyril Dessers. See that? That needs to get in the bin. See, blaming Michael Beale for Cyril Dessers, Rangers' career so far, I think it's incredibly cheap. The guy is fucking pish. Whether it be Beale, whether it be Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, or Big Phil here that's in the charge of the helm right now, it doesn't change the fact that Cyril Dessers just simply ain't good enough for this football club. He ain't. He can come out and say that, the fan feedback and the criticism got to him. Well, it should be getting to him because he's fucking pish. In this game, he's honestly abysmal, man. We'll get to it. But like I say, that first half, I think we had one shot, and I can't even remember it. I think it was John Lundstrom blazed it over. But they could have scored 8. Seriously, they had about 10 shots in that first half. Second half, start of it was pretty dead. Now, Cantwell, he did pick up a booking in the first half like he always does. He always gives away silly bookings, right? But, goes on a run. Does 2 nutmegs. Lovely. Couple of passes later, finds it back to himself. He does a flick over the top. He finds Cyril Dessers, and he just stares at it like it's a big bag of dog shite, man, and just doesn't want to go near it. And it's like, what are you doing here? And then, as soon as Cantwell does this, we see Big Phil sub on Scott Wright for Todd Cantwell. Like, what's that about? I mean, I get it, Cantwell's just back in his fitness probably, but I'd rather 0% Cantwell than 100% Wright. Because I tell you what, Wright is not always right. And in this case, it was certainly fucking wrong. Guy come on, gets into a position in their box and gives away a free kick. Honestly, didn't really get this. Lammers had a couple of shots. One was saved, it was alright. One before that was blazed over. Danilo hit the post. And for this point on, it was literally all we created, apart from one chance. I mean, it was just total dominance here in the last bit of the game. Goldson, absolutely shite. Ball comes over the top for Sparta Prague. He tries to get rid of it. Heads it straight to the Sparta Prague guy. He then tries to make up for it by making a tackle. Misjudges this. Sparta Prague should win this game 1-0 right here, but they miss a tap in. Their guy doesn't. The pass is pish, but the run for the guy that should be tapping in is not exactly ideal. And then after this, we hummed and had a few chances, but you know what? We didn't really deserve anything for this game for like 60 minutes. But then we were the only team that did deserve something in the last 30. So for me, a draw is definitely the right result here. You can argue that we deserved to win based off the first, but like I said, we could have seen it like 5, 6, 7, 8 in that first half. Really could have. Jack Butland stepped up though, like he always has this season. And a draw is definitely better for us than it is for them, because as shite as we are, I'm just expecting us to pick up 6 points at Ibrox. That puts us on 10. And then you're going away to, Betis, and hopefully there we can get the job done. I think Sparta Prague realistically needed to win tonight if they were going to advance in this tournament. I say that, there's still a lot of games to be played, but realistically, I think this point tonight puts us in a really strong position. Last thing you wanted was us to lose tonight, and then if we lost, it's kind of putting it in like, well, we need to go away and win in Betis. And here, I'm not saying away and a win in Betis is impossible, but it's not exactly ideal. But that's where I'm going to end this video. Dogs need fucking walked. Rangers need woke up. And Big Phil, he remains undefeated in his Rangers career so far. And yeah, first 0-0 in ages. I can't actually remember the last 0-0 that we had. I think that just sums up how fucking shite our strikers are. And that's how we're going to leave this video, troops. So until next time, hopefully you enjoyed the game. For large parts I didn't, but towards the end it picked up. So until then, peace.